people set, which is often an area that most people take for granted and underestimate, is your most powerful. People know that networking or mentors are important, but I want you to know that if you're feeling stuck, people set is often the fastest path to getting to where you want to go. Welcome to the Elizabeth Yang Show, where we explore the benefits of diverse leaders expanding your brand authority online to create massive impact and happy sales. Now, let's dive in because your legendary life is waiting. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the fifth set of success, people set. So if you haven't had a chance to catch up on the previous episodes, I want you to know this is a 5-part series. So go back and catch up on that, because what we're talking about is how do you self-diagnose where you're stuck and what you need next in order to upgrade and uplevel yourself. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about the people set. Now, you and I have heard this often enough being entrepreneurs that we are the average 5 of the people that we surround ourselves with. I call this the frequent 5. When I work with my clients, we go a little deeper on the type of frequent 5 or the type of network that you should have. I call these your power up circles. But your frequent 5, who you often surround yourself with, is often a reflection of where you're at in your business and in your life. And in this episode, I want to just dig a little deeper. And I want to bring you back to making sure that you are listening here, because you might be like, Elizabeth, I've heard this before. But I want to encourage you to come to this conversation with an open heart and open mind, because if your success is 100% your mindset, the success of your mindset is 100% your people set. It's 100% your circles of influence that influence that mindset of yours that will lead to the sales, money, and success that you want for yourself. Let me say that again. If your success is 100% your mindset, your people set is 100% your mindset. And regardless if you're in startup or in growth mode and you're scaling your business, I want you to just listen up. Your frequent 5 is going to reflect your next level. If your frequent 5 are struggling business owners who are missing their sales, you're the 6th person that's probably struggling and missing sales. If your frequent 5 are jerks, odds are you're the 6th person that's a jerk. If your frequent 5 are friends and family, and you're wondering why you can't prioritize your business, you're the 6th person that is just focused on friends and family. We often think that it's teenagers or kids that will get influenced by who they hang out with, but adults are the same. So let's break down what this starts to look like for you if you are at a stage of your business where you're in startup or in your growth mode. What I have found in growing my business and working with 7-figure earners is that the people set, which is often an area that most people take for granted and underestimate, is your most powerful. People know that networking or mentors are important, but I want you to know that if you're feeling stuck, people set is often the fastest path to getting to where you want to go. And I'm going to break it down how. If you're in startup, most of the time you are struggling with belief and trusting yourself. If you're in growth mode, most of the time your challenges and struggles are with how to leverage other people, other things in order to increase efficiency so that you can buy more time back. And the reason why people set is so critical, whether you're in growth mode or startup mode, is that who you surround yourself with is going to change the type of conversations that you have. If your frequent 5 are having low value conversations, like they complain, they have no motivation or very little. They lack self discipline and commitment to showing up consistently in their business, doing what they know they need to do, but not doing what they know. And that's your frequent five. Odds are you're the six, you're going to be doing that too. That's low value conversations. High value conversations, oftentimes, if your frequent five are highly motivated, if they are showing up committed to mastering what it takes to grow and scale their business, grow and scale their sales, grow and scale their leadership by being able to hire and build a team, those are your frequent five. You're going to be having high value conversations. You're going to be the six. I want to just share with you what's possible for you with a client. She was a marketing strategist. Before we started working together, she wasn't sure what her pricing and packaging was. Now, this is a combination of skill set, mindset, and people set here at play. But I'm sharing this with you because I want you to see the difference between mindset versus people set. They all work together. Before we started working together, she just wasn't sure what her packaging and pricing was. In just 12 weeks, month one, she closed her first $3,000 client. By month three, she closed another client for $20,000. Now, we had to do some mindset work, and there was some skill set with strategies on how to get there. But this is what she shared with me when we started talking about the people set. You'll find that one of the ways that I often like to teach and coach is in a cohort and community approach. My philosophy is we grow and learn together. And she said to me that being in this environment, her frequent five, her container, her community, and hearing other business owners who were much further along in their journey share their fears, their struggles, made her realize one, that she wasn't alone, but two, that the fears and challenges that she also had were also what they still had. And because they still had that, she began to realize that it was also possible for her. When you surround yourself with frequent five, your people set that are having high value conversations, regardless if you're a startup or growth, you start to realize that you're not alone, and the fears that you might have, or the fears of judgment, or the struggles that you have, it's normalized. And you start to show up differently because you start to say, you know what, even if those fears are there, I'm going to do it anyways. That is the difference. That is the power of your people set. That's why I call us the fifth set of success, because who you surround yourself with is who you're going to grow into and who you become. When you're having low value conversations with people who complain, who don't show up, who struggle, and they want to be struggling and they want to stay there, and that's who you often surround yourself with, that's where you're going to be. That's why I say to each of my clients when I'm coaching them that regardless if you do the growth work, homework, regardless if you've done the training, I don't really care. I still want you to show up on our calls because you have to take extreme responsibility for your next level. But by showing up just simply on the calls, you're going to be surrounded by people who are going to inspire you, are going to motivate you. Being surrounded by people who are having high value conversations, when you're not feeling motivated, you're going to quickly find is going to kick your butt into gear, and you're going to start doing things. You're going to be celebrating their wins with them, and you're going to say, I want some of that for me. Your frequent five will predict the likelihood of your success. You start hanging out with millionaires, and those are your frequent five, you're likely going to become a millionaire too, because the conversations are different. They're high value. You start to not only have high value conversations, but you start to be able to model and see what their behaviors are like. You start to see patterns with their habits and decision making. That is the power of your people set. So, who you surround yourself with is going to predict the outcome of your life and your business, and for sure the sales in your business. So, I want you just to, as we wrap up this series, I've shared with you the 5 sets of success. And just as a quick overview, what are they? When you're feeling stuck, I want you to think about which of these 5 sets, think of them like levers that you need to pull in order to get to your next level. 1, skill set. 2, tool set. Don't forget that automation, the tools that you use are so key to you being able to grow your business. Automation, processes, these are all part of your tool set. 3rd, mindset. I think that's pretty straightforward. 4th, care set. If you missed that episode, I highly encourage you to go back and listen to it, because what care set is really about is that when you are growing your business, you're putting in the reps, but you need to also put in rest days. I call those reset days. And then lastly, your people set. Your frequent 5 will likely predict the success of where you are headed, because your conversations are going to be completely different. So I want you to just take a moment here and tell me in the comments below, wherever you're listening or watching this, what is the big aha moment that's coming up for you? Where do you have the biggest opportunity right now to up level your people set? And with that, I will catch you in the next episode. Thank you for joining. If you are leaving this episode feeling inspired to uplevel online and make happy sales happen, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Now go out and take those steps to build your legendary life.